and welcome to episode 73 of Formidable Opponents, a show that picks three people who have known each other virtually their entire lives in a series of conversations as we argue what is best in a variety of fun, engaging, and critical pop culture topics we all debate about. I'm Randall, and with me as always, Bob and Joseph, and this week's topic is Best Christmas Song. Whether you love them or hate them, you cannot escape the fact that Christmas music is here. There was a time where SiriusXM had one Christmas music station, but they've evolved into subcategories. Some like holiday traditions for the old dead white guys, country Christmas for old nearly dead white guys, Holly for mothers who drink, Hallmark Channel Radio for mothers whose children drink, Jolly Christmas to help the older crowd get to know who Pitbull and Lady Gaga are, Holiday Soul because those aforementioned drunken mothers need to dance around the kitchen island countertop to something, and Navidad. That's just Julio Iglesias lisping his way through the classics. The point is holiday music is ubiquitous. It can grow tiresome and immutable for a month, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It evokes an associated feeling with the holidays and a charged emotion that connects us to years past. Shopping, presents, cookies, school parties, Hispanic fathers who leave the Christmas lights on the house year-round, only turned off. Christmas is a time to celebrate, and whether you consider this genre novelty trash or you guiltily enjoy this genre, you can feel the joy to Christmas music. You can feel the sadness, the humor, the religion. It's an inevitable imprint in our minds, and it's an association of where we've been. Rushing through the crowded malls, drinking at theme parties, or sitting alone in your car reflecting on not only the holiday, but the entirety of your year, the prospects of a new year, and the collective relief in that you made it through another year. This week, we're talking Best Christmas Song. As always, I'm joined by two guys who still haven't forgiven Bono for singing the inexplicable, and tonight, thank God it's them instead of you line. And do they know it's Christmas? A song about raising money for famine. Bob and Joseph, how are you guys doing?
Do you hear what I hear? Yeah, it's one of those nights. We're doing good, man. Doing good. How about you, Rand?
Doing all right. Just excited about Christmas, presents, the holidays, the days off.
Everybody's excited right now until all dads realize on Christmas Day that they bought everybody all the nice stuff and then they end up with the tires. Tube sucks.
Joseph, how are you doing?
Good. Everybody's good, man. I don't get the time off that you guys do, but it'll be all right.
Have you guys done all your Christmas shopping yet?
Yeah, hell yeah. Amazon. Free shout out to Jeff Bezos. Yeah, Amazon, man, saved me. And a lot of online shopping, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which I thought was something else, but it's all good. A lot of online shopping but I was able to get everybody's Christmas gifts out of the way while I still got money in my bank account.
Man, I haven't done anything. I'll probably
come on, Joseph.
There's some people that I need maybe a little help with that I spoke to you about.
I'm on my way, Joseph. I'm on my way. I'll send.
Still waiting on that.
I'll send gifts for my kid sizes and all that, what they need.
Yeah. So, guys, now that we're in the spirit, we're shopping for holidays, we're turning the corner to the end of another year. Let's talk about the Christmas songs, the songs that make us feel, good during the holidays.
Christmassy.
Christmassy. What makes a good Christmas song, guys?
It's got to have some kind of nostalgia factor, at least. It's got to have, it's got to make you think of your childhood, make you think of your friends or family or your kids or whatever the case is. It's got to have some kind of nostalgia factor to it. I always associate Christmas with being a kid and my kids, and it's really a holiday for family and our kids. So if the song kind of brings that factor to me, something nostalgic that makes me think of my childhood with my family or my friends or the kids and family I have now, that's perfect.
I can agree with that. I think it's got to conjure some
it's got
to conjure some kind of memory of your past, like you said, good times. Like I've told this to my parents before. Jesus Christ, like I know, like I mean, these
careful,
songs,
that's who we're celebrating. So.
No.
I was gonna make a comment, but I have whiskey. Yeah, go ahead. Just sorry, Joe.
No, it's okay. I was trying to get into like this like whole thing about how like I've told my parents like you all did like so good every year, like, and if you all didn't know it then, I'm trying to tell you all now, Christmases were awesome. And thank you for that.
The holidays might not be for everyone, depending on your religious background and your beliefs. We didn't grow up in a traditional cold climate. I mean, in the mornings, our dads didn't come out wearing like flannel pajamas. They were in tank tops and underwear, because it was always hot. So I think a good Christmas song puts you in a location. And even though we don't have that association with like white Christmases and, mostly warm weather.
Because we're Mexican.
It does evoke a true fun emotion, and it takes you back. I'll ask you guys this. Why have Christmas songs exploded? Before, there were always the same classics over and over, but we've seen a wave of new contemporary pop songs and some updated remakes of classics.
See, this is Rand. This is Arcade Fire Randall coming at you right here. There is nothing good about the new Christmas. I'm so Taylor Swift. Let's go back to singing about your ex-boyfriends. There's nothing good. What was it? What did Cardi B make a new Christmas song that you're all about, or what? Yeah, they burned it on the CD. I don't know. No, I know there's a lot now. Like I had it on the Holly station on XM radio. They play a lot of classics, and they were playing like some new stuff, and like John Legend. I fucking love John Legend, and he was singing some Christmas song. I was like, what the fuck is this? This isn't. Want to hear Jingle Bells or Rocking Around the Christmas Tree? What the fuck is this shit? Well, Josie, you like the new age shit?
I mean, nowadays, I think, especially like with Sirius, right? Don't they just play cover versions of classic songs? And
they have
all
some
kind of
channels,
suck?
Yeah.
Do they have?
You want to hear Britney Spears singing, "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," but to hit me, baby, one more time?
Can
keep listening to Sirius XM?
Can you name an original Christmas song lately? Like, has anybody done one?
Gosh, I think my choice is one of the most recent ones. We'll get to that later. But as far as like within the last 10 years, I'm sure nothing comes to mind.
I can't think of it. I mean, I'm sure like Bublé puts out a Christmas album every year, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he sings all the classics.
Yeah, and that's true. But so I don't think he puts any kind of original music on there, does he? I don't
know. I don't know.
I'm sure he does. Well, Kelly Clarkson has a song out about decorating a Christmas tree or something. It's kind of catchy.
This is what happens when you need to like make your way back into the public eye. You do a Christmas album.
I like to hear the joke songs too. The funny ones are funny. They're always funny. Like I can always
run over by a reindeer.
Yeah, I can always hear Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I can always hear Christmas, Hurry Christmas. Is that what it's called? Hurry Christmas, Don't Be Late. The
Hurry Christmas. Hurry Christmas. Okay.
What else? There was
Dominic the Donkey.
No, what?
You've never heard of Dominic the Donkey? I think that's an East Coast thing, but Dominic the Donkey is a big Christmas song.
East Coast.
What about Kelly and the Sexy Step?
What sort of emotions, guys, or what sort of memories does Christmas music automatically trigger for you? Like for me, it's always about decorating the tree, and then I don't know if you guys did this as kids, but my dad, and we do this with our kids too. My dad and my mom used to take us driving around the neighborhood to see Christmas lights. Yeah. And it was like the best thing. It was like a whole night thing. We'd listen to Christmas music. We'd be covered in our blankets in the back seat. And this was like before like any safety precautions for kids. There was no like car seats or seat belts. We were just rolling around back there. And
Dad smoking a cigarette and cruising, and we're just watching, looking at Christmas like, yeah, dude. No, that's actually something that we do with our kids too. We cruise around the neighborhoods and we go look at Christmas. Like we pick a night, put on Christmas music, and then we get them like the kids like hot chocolate for them, and ours are kind of spiked, and we just cruise around. No, I'm just kidding. No, we cruise around and we look at lights all night with the kids. The kids really, really love it, and I think that again, like I said at the beginning, any type of Christmas music that kind of invokes like a childhood memory or like the good times with their family, or it makes you think of my kids. That's really what I feel like Christmas music should be all about.
What was the question?
That's the best response ever. What?
Next question. What are some of the memories Christmas music triggers for you, Joseph? Like, is there something you got tied to Christmas music?
Here's what we'll
the bedpost.
Here's what we'll add. Not really. I mean, I guess when I get into my selection, I might kind of get into that, I guess, or there might be a tie into that, so I'll kind of wait.
So lastly, to wrap up these opening questions, and this is targeted for you, Joseph, but Bob, chime in. Joseph, any changes on Last Christmas being your selection for worst Christmas song? You've had a whole year to think about this. Is Last Christmas still the worst Christmas song out there?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I gave you my heart. Come on.
It's up there with another one.
That I'm gonna pick, I'm sure.
No, man. I've already heard that song like 4 times this month. And we're in week 2. This is first full week of December, and I've already heard that song come out 4 times, and each of those is in commercials or some maybe movie that I'm watching.
I post it on our Instagram page.
Yeah, that too, or even before, or so no, man, my opinion has not changed on that. I think that's one of the worst songs ever. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. I would prefer you go listen to our last year's episode, but like I said last year, that's some stalker shit. That's some weird song. like bro, get over. Move on.
Move on, Taylor. No, I have that. I had that song stuck in my head because all this week, like one of my coworkers, he puts on like Christmas music, and he put that song on like at four different times during the goddamn day. So I heard it over and over again. I was like humming it at the end of the fucking day. So it's one of those songs that's super catchy. You may hate it, Joseph, but it grabs you, and probably not in an appropriate way.
Does your coworker have nice feathered hair that he?
No, he used to in high school, but anyway.
All right, guys. So let's get to our honorable mentions. Joseph, what are some of your honorable mentions for best Christmas song?
Like I mentioned earlier, I got Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer by Elmo and Patsy. I think that's a great childhood memory, hearing that song for the first time and just always liking to listen to it. I got Christmas Don't Be Late, like I said, by the Chipmunks. Run Run Rudolph, Chuck Berry. White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Why is it gonna be white?
That's just a good song.
It's a great song. It's a very good song.
Of course, I can't you can't be where we're from and not mention Feliz Navidad.
Of course.
So I have that one as well. Silent Night's just always kind of been one of my favorite Christmas songs. I don't
Holy Night,
as long as it's simple and true to, like, I guess its core, I can always enjoy Silent Night. I got I'll Be Home for Christmas, Scott Weiland's version. Speaking of, Bob mentioned it earlier.
Man, that version is pretty hard to listen to.
It's good. It's tearful.
It's a great tune. The original is good as well. Don't get me wrong. It's a great song, but I just particularly like Scott Weiland's version. This song right here, it's called Xmas Time is Here Again, or Christmas Time is Here Again, by My Morning Jacket. I almost selected this song, but I knew that you all would just... I don't know if you've heard this song, but
My Morning Jacket, dude, from American Dad. Come on, bro.
They're an emo band, right?
Yeah. See, Rand probably has a CD in his car.
I guess I just know this song.
No, they're a good band.
I just know this song. I heard it when it came out on How I Met Your Mother once, and it's just a great song. It's repetitive, and so I knew you all would use that against me. But
all Christmas songs are.
I wasn't going to select that one. I thought about selecting that one, but I didn't. But I'm happy with mine. And lastly, Red Water, Christmas Morning by Typo Negative. Just that's
throwing it out there.
That's Chris. I can't go into December without hearing Red Water, Christmas Morning, not morning like the morning dew.
Joseph bringing down the mood. God damn it, fucking emo.
By Typo Negative. So yeah, I those are my honorable mentions.
What do you got, Bob?
How do you not go with Melikaleki Maka is the place to fucking be, bro? God damn it, you like Christmas? The Griswolds? Come on, man, that's one of my favorites. Drunk Bruce Springsteen singing Santa Claus is coming to town. How goddamn that's fucking awesome. It's hilarious. It's like so bad that it's good. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. I think that's awesome. I think Home Alone had a lot to do with it, my childhood, but I'm really hooked on that song. Frosty the Snowman. My daughter would kick my ass if I didn't mention that song, Frosty the Snowman. The Christmas song, by Nat King Cole, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Love that song, man. It's really, really, really good. And lastly, we've got to mention Carol of the Bells. You know that one, right? That's all instrumental. Big time Christmas songs. What about you, Rand? What do you got?
I got a few, actually. I'm going to try to run through these. If you have any comments, feel free to chime in. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I'm just kidding.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Christmas All Over Again, which is 1992, fairly recent. The Eagles, Please Come Home for Christmas. I think that's a great song. James Brown, Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto. Whitney Houston's version of Do You Hear What I Hear, which is fantastic. The Ramones, Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. Thurl Ravenscroft, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, which is, you got to play that. Bing Crosby and David Bowie, Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy, which
nobody likes it. Not even David Bowie liked that song.
But his mother did, so that's all that counts. All right. Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I think it's a superior one to Bruce Springsteen's, where I made the joke.
Let's have this conversation. Nobody really likes Little Mikey singing. I'm sorry. Especially not Christmas song. Give me a fucking break. Nobody really likes Little Mikey. Everybody likes Michael Jackson, the pop star, not Little Mikey singing with the Jackson 5. And if you say you do, you're a liar, especially for Christmas.
No, I mean, it's a kid singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Bruce Springsteen, I made the joke last year. He made it sound like Santa Claus was coming back from Vietnam because he had such a rough, grisly voice when he sang that song. So I think this one.
Well, yeah, he's drinking Jack Daniels, man. Have you ever heard yourself drinking Jack Daniels? Fuck.
I have the Saturday Night Live cast. I wish it was Christmas today. I know there's several variations.
That's a good one.
This one, we talked about it last year, guys. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Happy Christmas, War is Over. I do like the John Lennon part, don't like the Yoko Ono part. But imagine if Paul McCartney sang her part. This would be one of the most. This would be one of the most. It already is one of the most classic Christmas songs, but it would be even far better. My personal favorite, it's not the best, but it's my favorite, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. I got Jose Feliciano, Feliz Navidad. You have to say that. Oh Holy Night by Josh Groban, which is amazing.
No.
And then lastly...
Did you really just mention Josh Groban on our show?
He's amazing. Come on. That guy will make you cry. Okay, so, and then lastly, I got Christmas Rapping by the Waitresses, which is a great underrated Christmas song.
Can I mention a song? Can I mention a song here before we move on?
Yeah,
the
sure.
12 Days of Christmas. Nobody really likes the 12 Days of Christmas song, do they? Nobody fucking likes that shitty song.
It goes back and forth. Yeah,
it goes. I just don't. It's just no. You're like, I'm done, dude.
It's too long of a song.
like.
It's just a list. It's not a song.
Yeah, it's just a list.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Okay, I just had to get that off my chest. Okay, we're sorry for bringing down Christmas, folks.
It's like Eddie Izzard said. We only like that one part, in the middle of the 5 gold me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I do not like that song. So we're going to go on to, that's probably the only thing we're going to agree on, because we're now going to go on to our selections. I'm up first, and I have to preface my selection by saying this is probably my most controversial pick yet on the show. I advanced this selection, not with my heart, my gut, or even my ears, but I went with my mind. I am selecting a song that's putting 2 of Nick Cannon's 12, maybe 13 after the holiday season, kids through college. Hell, this song could put all 13 of them through college. They could buy a college with this song. I am going with Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's an incredible song, and I'm going to tell you why. Last year, we argued about this briefly, and I read out the specs. I talked about all the, Billboard, phenomenon it was. So if you want to listen to all that stuff, check out our episode last year on Worst Christmas Song. I'm just going to go with my opinion on why I think this song is the best. This shouldn't be confounding, guys. I mean, remember, this is a Vision of Love era Mariah, right before she fell off the rails with Fantasy a year later. Don't forget Endless Love with Luther Vandross, another beautiful song. We all loved young Mariah. Like I said, I won't go through the specs, but I will say over 50 million in royalties and counting thus far for Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. You're going to say all the evidence that dismisses this masterpiece. It's saccharine, people are going to say. People are going to say it's cheesy. It's too positive. Some of us have some of us like shitty, quiet Christmases. So this alienates people because it's too jolly. It's too saccharine. But
not all inclusive.
I like the positivity. I like the joy. I like the upbeat tempo. And for anyone who says it's too monotonous and ubiquitous and has become overplayed, it has become an overplayed staple at Christmas. Well, both of you love Thriller by Michael Jackson on Halloween. What's the difference? What's the hate there? It's the same thing. You got
Mariah's wearing more makeup.
Mariah is trying to relate to her fans. She just wants someone for Christmas. She's not trying to be materialistic. Anyway, 325 million YouTube plays agree with me, and I'm responsible for about 7,000 of those. The best Christmas songs have longevity due to their relation of the holiday. This song has longevity due to that, and still, to top that, it still has a strong modern pop song feel. This song came out in 1994. If you released it today, it would be a hit on Christmas. Your kids don't want to tap dance to Bing Crosby and Danny fucking Kaye. They want to dance to this. And speaking of Bing Crosby, in terms of airplay, or at least in America, this is by far the most successful Christmas song written after 1963 when Bing Crosby recorded Do You Hear What I Hear? So since 1963, you've had this monster hit that's run now for almost 30 years, and it's not going to stop. We see the memes. We see all
you can see the kids' ears bleeding as well.
The Undertaker rising up from the coffin. And lastly, It was like this song was put together in a lab. The perfect Christmas song. A strong singer. It's upbeat. It's fun. It's got sleigh bells, mistletoe, reindeer, North Pole. It's a simple arrangement that evokes a mood. It's positive and it's a great love song, but even a better Christmas song. It has everything you want. That's why these Hallmark movies are being made. That's why these movies on Netflix are being made. They all are centering around what the message of the song is about. And people eat that shit up. And it was pointed out to me in a meme that, and this is kind of a cut down where she sings, I don't want much for Christmas. All I want is you. So I know she's kind of insulting somebody, but
okay, jerk.
But you know, I don't know any song, at least modern times. Yeah, you could go back to Bing Cosby. You could go back to, you know, Frank Sinatra, Judy Garland, whoever. But I think in modern times, Mariah Carey, not only because of her popularity that is still big now, but the fact that she's been one of the biggest singers in America, in the world for the past 30 years, this song is still a chart topper. I don't see the song getting knocked out anytime soon. I think eventually it will be, but I think for another 10 years, it's safe to say this song is going to have a 40, 50-year reign. It's going to go on forever as one of the best Christmas songs ever. What do you guys think?
Okay, first off, it was released in 1994, but it took 25 years for the fucking song to reach number one in the U.S. Want to know why? Goddamn millennials, bro. Goddamn millennials. Everybody in 94 throughout the 90s knew this song was shit. They're like, Mariah's trying too hard. This is like, I will always love you, like Whitney Houston bullshit. And everybody fucking knew it. And then 25 years after the fact, I fucking blame Love Actually. If you ever see that's a great fucking movie, by the way. Y'all need to check that movie out. But this song came out in Love Actually, and it started that resurgence. And kind of, you know, brought her back into the limelight and fame, but I blame the goddamn millennials. And yes, I don't want much for Christmas. All I want is you. Well, fuck you, lady. I just bought you a purse. I'm going to return it. I'm going to buy myself something very nice, not tube socks, not a tie. All right. I think it's extremely over. That's why it's so popular. Anywhere you go, you hear it. Yeah, it's overplayed like fucking crazy, dude. I would rather hear Feliz Navidad on a loop than hear Mariah Carey's All I Wanted for Christmas Is You once a day for the rest of the damn month. It's just one of those songs that just gets to you. It gets to me, you know, they overplay the shit out of the song, and it bothers me. Like, okay, I get it. There's nothing. Okay, so we talked about, you know, Christmas music, and it, you know, makes you think of your childhood and nostalgia. It doesn't make you think anything else, but, you know, Mariah Carey singing that high note, dude. That's all it is. So to me, it's one of the worst songs because it's one of the most overplayed songs. It doesn't really have that nostalgia factor. It doesn't really do it for me. Like, it doesn't make me think, oh, you know what, this is Christmas, guys. Let's go buy gifts. Let's go look at lights. This is like, turn on the fucking radio. My ears are starting to bleed. Joseph, what do you think?
Because this was Bob's selection last year for worst Christmas song, and horrible. It would have been my pick if he hadn't picked it. I think I remember him giving him a lot of credit for it and saying, dude, I totally agree. Aside from, and like I said earlier, Last Christmas is a close second behind this one. I think, oh man, I don't even know if you put me in a room and said you have to listen to one of these songs for 24 hours straight. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could pick one. I think I'd have to try to, you know, make myself go deaf or pass out. I'd, you know, throw myself against the wall until I passed out.
That's a little overboard, sir. You need to settle down.
Extreme, man. It's just a song.
It's not just a song, sir. It's not just a song. Obviously.
So aside from, you know, the things that Bob said, or you know, how repetitive it's become. I know you talk about how it's like this. It's the biggest fucking thing on all these royalties at the end of the year. Like, okay, that's cool. You collect money once a year, and I get, you know what? More power to you. It's enough money to cover for your year. At least I think, because she used to, back in the days. I mean, she still looks like she lives a lavish, you know, lifestyle. But anyway,
everybody knows this bullshit. All I want to is you. Bullshit. Have you seen the way she lives? She wants a new Lexus.
I mean, so aside from the repetitiveness and just being too, you know, much at this point, like, I'm gonna go to kind of what you said earlier. I enjoy the quieter Christmas. I don't know. I'm fucking old. Like, I know I'm old now. You know, I'm
fucking old. I agree.
I enjoy the quieter, calmer Christmas, which is probably why I like to listen to the older songs. just it's too. I'm not that kind of. I don't think I don't know if I ever can. I don't know if I have the ability to be that cheerful, you know. And so it kind of doesn't. It's just too much for me. It's like you know. It's like it's.
Thank you.
You know, I can't deal with it. I have to, like I think I said it last year, I have to leave the room if I'm in a room at work or somewhere. I just got to get I just can't. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not a super positive person. Let's just.
Well, we get it. You hate Christmas.
Was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I don't think I can add anything else. I just, other than I can't stand this fucking song and I hate it so much.
I thought what I said was negative.
I enjoy, the only thing I enjoy about this song are the funny memes. Is it ending and the memes that I see that are hilarious. Like Michael Myers stalking somebody behind. I think, what was it when I saw that it said, it was me just trying to get through November, and in the back
that clown, that art,
the terror.
Clown. Yeah.
I was like, or the Undertaker one, yeah, that one too.
Let me ask you guys this, because I got a few follow-up questions. So, would you guys agree that this is one of the most played songs during Christmas in the last 28 years? It is, right?
Okay, let's not go that far back. We said we're old. We can't even remember what we did last week.
But is it?
Let's talk about over the last 5 years. Sure, yeah. It's
okay.
Played like.
Well, we give me 5 years. Give me 10. It is one of the most overplayed songs.
Steps.
It is. And would you guys also agree that there's been a point within the last 2 weeks you've heard a part of it somewhere, whether it came out on your radio dial or it came out at work, and then you walked out because you started hearing the song? It's
first off, nobody uses radio dials anymore, but continue.
Whatever, on the radio dial. Here with the classic golden
Casey Kasem. sorry.
Letters from Michael from Wisconsin. Can you please play Mike and the Mechanics? Silent running.
Thankfully, every situation that I've been, I've just heard it on commercials and whatnot for movies or shopping or something like that. So I just quickly changed the channel. I have my own music when I'm in my car, and I have my own music when I'm at work. I got my earbuds in, so I can avoid it.
To let everybody know it's loud.
But, you know, my point is, my follow-up to that is that there's a reason. There is a reason why this song is played ad nauseum. And yes, when a song's played ad nauseum, does it get annoying? Yes, and we've seen it with like one-hit wonders. I mean, you could go, you know, back to whatever decade. I'll just pick a random song. Ice Ice Baby. It was played ad nauseum for about 3 or 4 months. We were tired of it. Vanilla Ice went out, never made another hit. This song comes out for 5-6 weeks out of the year, and it's played ad nauseum. So we get reacquainted with it, and then we hate it. And then it's gone from January till about the end of November. It comes back in November, and then we hate it again. But there's a reason why it comes back. There's a reason why it's played, because people have a positive association to the song for Christmas, for their families, for the holiday spirit, and it evokes so many things. And that is the very definition of what the best holiday song should encompass.
I don't get holiday spirit. That's maybe the Ghost of Christmas Past, or whoever the fucking guy is that looks like death, the Ghost of Christmas Future.
But I mean, it does all these things, and it makes people happy. You don't have to like Mariah Carey to like this song.
No, I like Mariah Carey. I don't like this fucking song.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I like.
You ever see that I'm Missing You Like Candy video? Goddamn.
Yeah. No. I think she got better when she was doing. Yeah, I mean, her career in the the early 2000s and the late 90s. When did this song come out? I don't know when.
This song 1994.
94.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so her career in the early to late 2000s. I mean, incredible. She's an incredible singer. She has an incredible voice. I just can't stand this song, man.
But doo-wop, Motown, all these things that it borrows from doesn't do it for you guys. Not even one part of like, okay, it's upbeat, it's jazzy. I could hear
crooners, man.
Oh, all right. Well,
I think. Well, and I get your point. I like Christmas songs that have that nostalgia factor again, and that something for the kids. It makes me think of my kids or when I was a kid, and I don't remember thinking. myself as a kid, or like, you know, that song. The fact when I see Mariah Carey singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You," it makes me think of Love Actually and really shitty old Navy commercials.
And now back to our radio dial. Up next, Kaja Gugu with Too Shy Shy. No, actually, Joseph, you're up next. What do you got for us?
All right, I'm ready to bring everybody down.
Oh shit!
You already have.
All right, I'm
not a happy person.
I'm the worst.
Like Christmas.
I'm the fucking worst. It's funny Bob mentioned Home Alone and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, because that is exactly what I wrote down as far as bullet points that I wanted to talk to you about my selection. One of my favorite Christmas movies is Home Alone. I would watch that a lot. So I heard this song that I picked. I picked "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" by Frank Sinatra. The song that I heard in Home Alone was sung by Mel
Torme.
Torme.
Yeah,
is
the
French.
The Velvet Fog. Yes,
That is French.
yes.
That's French.
Torme. You know that scene at the end where Kevin's alone on Christmas Eve and the bad guys are off to jail? It's just kind of, you know, this, in a way, a real sad scene. He's alone. His mom is trying to get home to him. Anyway, I don't know why that scene has kind of always stood out to me. But so, like I said, I picked "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Fun facts out of the way, I guess. It was written in 1943 by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine, and it was introduced by Judy Garland in 1944 for a musical. But didn't like it. I don't like that one. But the version I'm bringing to the table tonight is the version by old Blue Eyes himself, Mr. Chairman of the Board, Frank Sinatra, baby. Sinatra would he would later record his own version, obviously, with a few modified lyrics. So just a little fun little tidbit, I guess. I liked it. In 2007, ASCAP ranked this the third most performed Christmas song during the preceding 5 years. So I just think that's great shit. Anyway, I don't know why this song, for me, every Christmas song hits you in some way. And I think that's the purpose of it. Like we talked about earlier, that's the purpose of them. It's supposed to invoke some kind of reaction, memory or something. The reason for the season that it's written for. And some of them invoke, pure hatred, like Randy's pick. But I look at a song like this one, and I think it sums up perfectly what this time of the year is, and what we all kind of hope to have. It's to me, it's a song about hope. I think that's sort of, taken, this new life with taking on a new life with, the last 3 Christmases that we're in the pandemic, especially, Christmas 2020, that shit year. This song kind of took new meaning, the lyrics are so deep and meaningful. If you know the lyrics, it's not a super long song, but so have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Good size.
Yeah. Let your heart be light. Next year, all our troubles will be out of sight. I mean, we all hoped for that. We hoped for that in 2020. Like I said, it's taken on this new meaning, and to me, it's just kind of always been this personal one. But the lyrics are just so like meshed, I guess, with this time of the year, with New Year's approaching as well, this reflection period that we're going through, faithful friends who are dear to us. I mean, I know I was fucking getting present. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
No. I mean, I don't.
No, the whiskey can't fix.
Yes.
It's the song. It's this song that just like, I don't know. It's the reason why I chose it. It makes you feel like a certain way. Someday soon we'll be together if the fates allow. I think that's just a fucking incredible line. It's kind of what we all hope happens, that we're all, if you're close friends or your extended family, that you're all together again next year. Hopefully you're with them this year. So it's the lyrics to me always try to have kind of given me this vibe. And like I mentioned, I like a quieter, chill Christmas. So, and when I hear the song, it just kind of has always been a reminder to just try to relax, aside from every crazy thing that's going on throughout the world or in your life, the Christmas shopping, whatever it is that you're doing. Try to relax, try to let yourself have a Merry Christmas. And aside from all that depressing shit that I got into, I mean, it's Frank Sinatra. The voice, the Sultan of Swoon. I think this song is so perfect. His version, I almost hate all covers of it universally, but with the exception of Scott Weiland's cover on his holiday album. I don't like I said, the covers, some of the covers, they try to make it too happy and uplifting with different melodies. And I don't think that's what this song
Taylor
is.
Swift.
I don't think that's what this song was intended for. I think it was written for us to take a moment and, like I said, reflect and try to have hope and have a Merry Christmas. That's my selection. I know I'm weird, everybody.
No, that was a good pick. Go ahead, Randy. You could
all right.
talk. Now make everybody hate you.
All right. Well, I'm feeling down now. I'm kind of bummed. This is exactly why we're never doing a Dia de los Muertos episode.
Shit.
And we're supposed to do best emo song next year. So got it. Jimmy Eat
The
World
emo
help us.
primo. Only if we all have comb overs and wear a black eyeliner.
So this song, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, was used in the film Meet Me in St. Louis. Judy Garland starred in the film and added some of the lyrics because the lyrics were very dark. They're darker than what is assumed to be. They're darker than what they are perceived to be now. Okay, some of the words were initially dark. I mean, maybe that's why you like this song, Joseph. So let me read some of these lyrics. Have yourself
so tortured.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. It may be your last. Next year, we all may be living in the past. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us no more. Keep in mind, in the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, Judy Garland is singing these terrible lyrics to a 7-year-old girl. So, hey, kid, enjoy this Christmas because the future is fucked, is what she's trying to say. Okay, so when Frank Sinatra sang this song, the lyrics were updated to reflect a much more uplifting song. Yes, shockingly, despite what you guys heard from Joseph, this song is more uplifting than it initially was.
I said it to me. I said it represents hope. I'm sorry. I did say I get a hope feeling from it.
I know I'm messing with you. So some great covers. Some of the artists that have covered this song: The Carpenters, James Taylor, Sam Smith, Scott Weiland, Michael Bublé, Mel Torme, The Pretenders, Linda Ronstadt. So this is a often covered song and a song that so many people enjoy singing because it evokes such emotion. This is a true crooner's go-to Christmas song. It's a great after-party song. Maybe you've had a few, you're missing someone. I know this topic is about song, but you have to consider the artist who sang the song as well, and the most associated act who brought it to life. It's been covered by so many, and I went through the list, and there's probably a lot more. And I think that the influence Judy Garland had, introducing it, changing the lyrics, the song is ostensibly hers, but I do agree that we're more familiar with the Frank Sinatra version. So when you search Google on this song, Frank's version comes up first, maybe because of his mafia ties. I don't know. But if you go to YouTube, and I'm looking at my notes now, I wrote the YouTube and radio dial. I'm 72 years old. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, Judy Garland's version was with the old-timey voice, the old-timey voice tremble. Yeah. And the background music our Mexican-American great-grandparents were made to listen to when they didn't have equal playground equipment and toys to enjoy. That version comes up first, Judy Garland's. So think about how racist this song is, Joseph, that our Mexican-American grandparents did not get to enjoy equal playground equipment. Anyway, okay, so seriously. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, so seriously.
Everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? This is about Christmas.
Frank is smooth with it, of course, and it's a great closeout to the holidays. It is. I can listen to the song alone, reflecting on my wins and losses, but I want to share Christmas music with everyone. This is too melancholy for me. I will listen to this song. I told you before, I listened to Scott Weiland's version last year. I got a little, choked up by it, and it was a sort of a cool moment, but I don't want the best Christmas song to be something that's bringing mixed emotions. I want to feel happy on Christmas. Bob, what do you say?
This is one of the songs. Reflection is a word that Joseph used a lot, and I could completely agree. I'll disagree with the fact that yes, Sinatra sings it amazing, and that's the one most people are familiar with. But Judy Garland, I mean, that her version is just as amazing, as Frank Sinatra's. Reflection is the perfect word to use because it reminds me. You know what I mean? It has that like end of the night. It's the end of Christmas night. The kids are asleep. You're having a drink by the campfire or a fireplace, or you're having a drink and you're just kind of reflecting on the day, that it was such a sweet day, and you wish the day could kind of last forever. Look, now I'm depressed, Joseph. Way to go! God damn it! I think it's a very, very awesome song. I mean, it has. It does it bring you down a bit, maybe, but I mean, it's kind of that like you wind down at the end of the night type of song, So, can it be depressing? Of course. Can it be, a reflection of, the past year? Of course. So I think that may hold it back just slightly because it can be a little depressing. It is a little sad. But, he is telling everybody to have a merry little Christmas, which I think is really nice. He's not saying happy holidays to be politically correct, which is really good.
This is 1940.
Yeah, it was 1940. We had White Christmas during 1940. So, it's a great pick, Joe. So I really, really love this song. This is my type of song, the end of the night song. You have a drink to and just kind of unwind and finish off your Christmas night with. But yeah, it can be a touch on the sad side, so it may not be everybody's cup of tea.
I can acknowledge that. I can acknowledge those views that it like Randy said, it might bring him down, and he feels that he'd rather, as far as Christmas music, wants to share it with family. I can see that, and I understand those things. I know this song can mean something or make somebody feel different. Depending on the situation, and I'm all, I understand that, and I hope the best for people that listen to this song and feel something different. But I kind of like, I can, as I'm hearing you all, as I was hearing you all, rebuttal this selection, I disagreed with it because and Bob kind of helped me out a little bit, like the sitting at the end of the night. Like, I think this is you can share this song. It maybe, I don't know. Are you going to play it over your speakers while everybody's
opening gifts? No,
things like that. But you can like Bob said, you can sit at the end of the night. Hey, if you've got everything, even if it's Christmas Eve or if the kids are, a movie scene. We celebrate Christmas Eve. A movie scene where the kids are maybe sleeping in the living room or something like that, and mom and dad are sitting watching over them at night. I think it's perfect, man. I think it has different kind. I know I didn't maybe paint it the best way, but I just really like it, and that's one of the things that we talked about. One of the things we talked about was that these songs making you feel a certain way, and this song doesn't necessarily make me feel down or depressed. Like I said, I know I didn't frame it the best, but it makes me feel good. It makes me sit and reflect and look at everything. No, it's fine. No, it's funny to me when you do it.
Joseph, the way you framed it that way, that should have been your initial argument.
Shut up, Randy.
97 countries have been wanting to tell me that, by the way. Anyway, but no, I see it like, you're like a Sour Patch Kid, Joseph. First you're sour, then you're sweet. So I thought that was a very sweet sort of like denouement.
Kind of sticky.
At the end of your, after you've heard what we had to say about it, and then you responded to that, that makes sense. Sitting at the end of the night, maybe having a whiskey, maybe you got your shirt unbuttoned a little bit, you're looking over,
damn, sounds sexual.
It's not a bad song. It's a freaking classic. Everybody knows that. But it is a song I would like to listen to by myself and reflect within myself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think of holiday cheer. But I get your point, though, especially the point you made in response.
I'm sorry for being so harsh about your selection.
See, everybody's in the Christmas spirit.
Why don't you apologize for telling me to shut up?
First you're sour, then you're sweet.
All right, Bob.
That was the sour side. Sorry.
Go ahead, Bob.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Motherfuckers calling me Candy.
Candy, man, candy.
Jesus Christ.
Who can make the sunrise? There we go.
Is that a Christmas movie? Is that a Christmas movie?
No, right? Candyman Ken?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Mm-hmm. No, I was thinking of Willy Wonka, but yeah, it was Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis, man.
Boing, boing.
Satan's just as powerful as God.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking hilarious. What the fuck, Sammy? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Get us out of this, Bob.
Anyways. Okay, moving on.
Christmas.
Focus. Lights.
Holy night.
Okay, so we started off with Mariah Carey, and then we just breaking glass and making our ears bleed. Then we went on to Joseph being depressed, and now we're kind of going on to kind of the children's aspect of this show. So my pick was Christmas Time Is Here, by Vince Guaraldi, originally coming out in a Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, when I think of Christmas, I think of a Charlie Brown Christmas movie or special, and I think of this specific song. This is a song, I know you thought Joseph's depressing. Fuck this. Hold on to your tissues. Pour another glass of whiskey, right? This song, I don't know what it is about this song. It does something to me. It makes me think of my childhood and my parents and my grandparents. It makes me think of everybody getting together and having this big family get together for Christmas. It makes me think of like really happy, sweet thoughts from when I was a kid. It makes me think of my kids. I love showing them, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and all the Charlie Brown specials, but specifically, a Charlie Brown Christmas. When we watch this movie and we hear this song, and I don't know what it just does something to me. There's something about this specific song that has the nostalgia factor for me. Hearing I believe it was St. Paul's Episcopal Church, like their little children's choir sang the lyrics to the song there's an instrumental version in the movie as well as the kids singing, and the kids singing, man, it does it for me. I always say, like I've been saying it the entire episode, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I think Christmas is about the kids. It's about, reflection. It is about nostalgia. It's about, the kids getting gifts, the excited look on their faces, the whole build up, getting the Christmas tree, decorating the Christmas tree, being together, getting together with friends and family and opening gifts and just being grateful for what you have. And I think this song just encompasses all of that, at least for me. I know you all might agree, and then you're all going to look like assholes. By the way, I'm just letting you know, forewarning you all ahead of time, everybody's going to agree with me. No, but I really do think this song, I don't know, it came out in 65, in the sentiment, then it's the same for me now. I don't know, the lyrics, as simple and poetic as they are, they resonate with me so much. And that simple melody and everything about it, it screams Christmas. It screams my childhood during Christmas. So I couldn't think of, when we came up with this topic, I couldn't think of any song. I wanted to choose a funny song or a song that we could really debate and argue about, just to make, good laughs, a lot of a lot of people listening because I chose this song or that song, or we argued whatever song. But this is a song that really stood out to me, man. It always has. It hits me right in the heart. If I don't know what it is about it, but that's my pick. Tear away at it, man. Whatever you all got to say about it. What do you got?
Man, I thought when you selected this song, and we did some clarification. You did choose the one with the lyrics and the children singing. So I can't hate on your pick, dude. This is a great song. This is I know.
I think it's more depressing than your song.
No, I just want to tell our listeners. Look, I'm sorry, Randy kind of pointed it out. We do maybe pick, gang up on him sometimes. So I think he does it. I think he does it on purpose now. He likes doing that now.
He likes the pain.
Look, I really like. I do like the song. I really do. It's a great song. Like I said, it's one of those songs that marks the beginning of Christmas for me. It's not, in my opinion, it's not Christmas until you hear this song. And luckily, hopefully you hear it early. You kind of do feel like it's Christmas. And no, not Mariah Carey's is the start. No, it's not the start of Christmas. This one is.
Early.
Vince Guaraldi, of course, an incredible jazz pianist. Him and Bill Evans are probably my two favorites. These guys are awesome. They're iconic. This song is iconic, like I mentioned. Part of me wants to say it's only super, super big because of the film, because the film is the Charlie Brown Christmas is so monumental and memorable and generational, that maybe I kind of wanted to say that, no, I think we only like the song because of the movie, but at this point they go hand in hand. So I kind of, I withdrew that argument. I do prefer the instrumental version. That's why I asked you. I think that, that's how it was originally intended to be, but the lyrics are good. I think they're great, simple lyrics, nothing too fancy. And I think the children singing This song is great. I don't like my song. I don't like listening to covers of this one really. Although I did kind of dig Scott. I know. It's a name that we've mentioned a lot. But he did do that one live. I think for like David Letterman or Jay Leno or something once, and it was really cool. I'm not gonna drive around. I don't drive around listening to Christmas music as it is. But if I were going to, and I don't know, I don't really listen to Sirius Christmas Channel, so I don't know if this song gets played on. Okay, that's cool. Holly, yeah. I'm not gonna really drive around listening to it. I do have the Charlie Brown Christmas special soundtrack on vinyl, so I do put that on a Saturday or something through the month of December. My only suggestion, like I said, I prefer the instrumental version better just because I like that, quieter Christmas, I guess, whatever. My only suggestion, I guess, to this to be, or not suggestion, but if I'm going to give any kind of negativity on it is I think the O Tannenbaum instrumental is also very good as well. It's another one that I associate with Christmas when I hear this Bob selection and O Tannenbaum. I think those two are really great. I know I know it gets a little jazzy and it's a little bit of a long song. I don't know. That's just kind of my only critique, I guess, that I can give it. I think it's a great song, dude. I just prefer the instrumental one better.
I will say this: 1955, right, Bob? The song 65. Came out 65. Okay. Well, this song came out during a very racist time in America, so that's. I saw you drinking water right when I said. Anyway, it's
I almost fucking spit it out too. God damn it.
Anyway, it's not too late to change to Run Run Rudolph.
Merry Christmas.
It's not too late to change to Run Run Rudolph. Anyway, what a hill to die on. Okay, if you want a sad Christmas, you know what? I'm just going to say this. I should have probably gone with Hard Candy Christmas by Dolly Parton. If we're going to be so somber and reflective on this episode, I should have.
Hard Candy Christmas doesn't sound sexual. It doesn't sound depressing.
It's a great sad song. Yeah. Well, let me start off by saying this. Dwight Schrute from The Office is not a fan of this Christmas Time Is Here song. In the Office episode Christmas Wishes, he angrily calls it garbage and starts playing the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Christmas Eve in Sarajevo instead. So it's a very funny scene in The Office. Okay. Yeah. So this song was also used in the movie The Royal Tenenbaums, and we know how weird and irreverent Wes Anderson is. And this song was also used as a sad theme of it on the TV show Arrested Development. So the song's made rounds, but of course, it's most famously recognized in A Charlie Brown Christmas. It's not a terrible song. It really isn't. But when I think of Christmas, this song doesn't really pop into maybe my top 10 or 15. I think of the Peanuts Gang and by the way, smart marketing by Charles Schultz and company. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I mean, he hit the trifecta with all these specials, and this cartoon wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't for those 3 holiday specials.
Can we all agree real quick that Lucy's a bitch?
She 100%. Okay. Originally, this was an instrumental piece by Vince Guaraldi, who wrote it to open a Charlie Brown Christmas. About a month before it aired, Lee Mendelson, who produced the special, decided it might work better with some lyrics. So he wrote lyrics in about 10 minutes sitting at his kitchen table. It was a poem that just came to him. But I gotta say, the choir, couldn't they get a better children's choir to sing this? I mean, the kids sound very unenthusiastic. Was the choir from the Rolling Stones, You Can't Always Get What You Want, not available? It's got to be the same time. Those kids can sing, but these kids, I don't know. Okay, anyway.
Kind of sound the same.
Like, oh, by the way, they got it from a Catholic church. Way to go! Somebody's going to hell.
I like the instrumental version much better, and I think that instrumental version clocks in at about 6 minutes. The version with the lyrics is just 2.5 minutes because nobody wants to listen to these damn kids. Anyway, there's a reason for this. The instrumental is a great song at a piano bar, in an elevator, or even when you're put on hold over the phone. But I think that it's telling you something when the instrumental is a much longer piece than the ones with lyrics. There's nothing wrong with reflection during Christmas time. We've all brought it up with each song. But these demon kids' voices, I just can't get over. I think the song can be better sung by a polished musician. Get Josh Groban on the phone.
I fucking knew you were going to say Josh Groban. You and the other 60-year-olds that listen to our show are like, Josh Groban, I mean, contemporary artist of the year, folks. Contemporary.
He would make this song magic. Josh Groban, if you're listening, cover this song and show everybody.
Yeah, cover your mouth next time you think of singing a song.
But I mean, it's not a bad song. None of these songs are bad. I mean, they all evoke memories. But to me, you know what? I like a little more upbeat. But I've said that several times already.
He wants a shot of Goldschlager and a sniff of cocaine. He doesn't want a whiskey by the fireplace, folks. That's what he wants for Christmas.
So, guys, last thoughts on Christmas music. What do you guys think?
I think Christmas music, man, there's a lot of different styles. I know we joke around a lot, and there's a lot of different great genres. And people that sing Christmas music, I think if it evokes any kind of memory with you, or puts you in the Christmas spirit, as they say, I think it's a winner right there. You kind of got to enjoy these moments, especially, Joseph mentioned a few times, and, we don't really like to talk about it too much, but, the whole COVID situation was all sorts of fucked up and kind of ruined people's lives there for a little while, or for a long while, I should say. So, you got to really, really cherish like the little things in life, like celebrating Christmas with your family or your birthdays or special occasions. And I think listening to music, we've talked extensively about music in general and how much we love music. And I think music, especially during Christmas time, is something that's like a necessity. I think it evokes a lot of great emotions and cool memories and kind of gets you in the spirit and kind of gets you going and getting the ball going on buying gifts and setting up your Christmas tree, putting up lights, or at least plugging them in with our Mexican families, right? We've had them on all year long. It's time to plug them back in again. I think Christmas music is great. And I love the fact that it comes and goes. It starts at the end of November, ends at the end of December, and then it kind of like fades away like Mariah Carey, her ghost comes back after, 11-month break. So I really do like the fact that it kind of disappears. It's probably one of the genres, besides Halloween music, of course, but it's the one genre that comes and goes. It's got a 1-month period and kind of just disappears. So I kind of look forward to listening to it. And then at the end of the month, I'm like, all right, let's put these old classics away and we'll see you again next year.
I think that Christmas music is no different from, every other day music. I
Way to disagree, Joseph.
No, I mean it in a way like, yes, it's Christmas music. The tone may be different. It's meant for a certain season, but I mean, as far as like, there's something for everyone, and I like that. I like that Christmas music is that. However you're feeling during Christmas, however you are celebrating your Christmas, there's something for you, and I like to believe. I know. Music is a huge part of my life. It gets me through the day. It gets, it means everything to me. And so there's music still, even though it's this, time of the year, there's Christmas music, for everybody, whether you're super cheerful, you love the holiday spirit, you love the excitement, or if you like the quiet, or you're, like to reflect, there's something for you. And I think that's really cool. And yes, like Bob said, they're here to get you, however you're feeling, they're here to get you through the month, through the rest of the year.
I couldn't agree more with both of you. I think that was well said, well put. The memories, I think we like the classics so much because they have a baked in audience. So that's why we get so many covers. I'm okay with that. But It would be nice to hear a new wave of Christmas hits, because it's been a long time. But I mean, there are countless.
Are you listening, Arcade Fire?
Arcade Fire. Yeah.
It's been this long. Do you think there is any art? Is there ever going to be a fucking resurgence in original Christmas music that years from now people are going to be like, oh, those songs from like the fucking 2000s or 2020s or whatever, like those are my Christmas songs. Like,
I mean, as hard as it is for me to say it, I mean, the closest thing we have is Mariah Carey, man, because a lot of the great Christmas songs came out in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They're all old school crooner type of songs. You did have Run DMC do it in the 80s, but I mean, like, usually those are just like little blips. I don't know if anybody else is going to come around. I mean, music in general is very difficult right now, I think, especially rock music, to kind of come up with something that's going to be a new Christmas hit. I think it's going to be pretty difficult, dude. I
mean, I know they're out there. I know there's music out there. I don't think any of it is producing like or as memorable as the classics or as fucking Mariah Carey song.
You want my prediction? In about a year or two, Harry Styles will release something.
This is like the psychedelic bluesy Pink Floyd version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, man. I don't know, it does it for me.
I do want to say, and before we get to you guys, I just wanted to, say rest in peace. We lost a couple of people since our last episode, most notably Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac and Kirstie Alley. A quick thing about Kirstie Alley. I remember being in 5th grade and we all went to this party, a friend's house. We had a sleepover and we all watched Summer School with Mark Harmon. And we all fell in love with Kirstie Alley. She was incredibly witty, beautiful, and then of course when she became a regular on Cheers, I mean her comedic timing, her chemistry with Ted Danson was just phenomenal, off the charts, and she will be missed. So I just wanted to mention that they both will be, and God bless them both. What do you guys have to say?
What's funny that you mentioned that Summer School is one of my favorite movies growing up, which is weird because I was a really young kid when it came out. I remember Kirstie Alley and Look Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking Now, and I thought she was really, really funny and really, really nice, and she reminded me of one of my relatives, one of my aunts. So like I always had like a positive thing towards her. It's been a good month. You know what I mean? I think everybody's looking forward to the Christmas vacation. I know me personally. I know me and Randy were talking about this. Like diet has been especially on the table lately. Like God. It's so shitty. I ate so shitty during Thanksgiving and like the weekend that followed that I couldn't even look myself in the mirror the next day. I've been trying to low carb. I'd like low carb ate, the past couple of days. I had 2 beers tonight and I was already feeling like, holy shit, maybe I need to sit down and drink some water. So I mean, I've been trying to remedy that, especially, Christmas coming around sometime soon. And we're from the Valley, we're Mexican folks. So it's like tamales and like, what does everybody eat? Tamales, ham, freaking everybody makes desserts and shit. Like we just got a bunch of cookie dough for my kids' school, so I know my wife's gonna be making cookies for the next 3 freaking weeks. So that's gonna be awesome. So if you're close to me and we hang out, you're probably gonna be getting a bag of cookies for Christmas just so I can get rid of this thing.
Any last words, Joseph?
Yeah, just
you gonna shoot him?
No. Some pop culture stuff, I guess, just to wrap it up. I did see Wednesday, as I was I know people have been telling me that. Bob's asked me nonstop. You know what?
And of course, he watches it. Then he sends me Pete Davidson's going to be dating Wednesday Ortega.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw this. It was a funny meme. It said it's going to happen. We all don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen. So prepare yourself. And it was like a picture of them, like side by side. But anyway. Pretty good show. I dug it. I mean, clearly, we're Tim Burton's fan. Tim Burton fans. We've already, I think, established that. I was surprised. I was like, when I finished watching the whole thing, I was like, was this like, who was this show intended for? And it said TV 14. So I was like, yeah, okay, I guess that works. So obviously, I wouldn't recommend young kids watch it. So I thought that was cool. Another thing too on that, I want to say, I hope that the TikTok generation goes out there and gives the Cramps the bump that they deserve. I know that's the Goo Goo Muck is a big popular song now. So
using
respect
a lot of big
it.
words that I don't understand.
Go out there, give them some just like you did Metallica. Help them out, give them some streams. That's a really good band. It's funny when we did the Halloween episode. You asked a question about what band I would like to play at my Halloween party, and I said the Cramps. I said, so I hope that people have watched Wednesday, heard that song, and go check out the rest of the music, because I think, and it's, it kind of worked perfectly, right? It was like not a Halloween dance, but like a spooky dance, and the band
was awesome. It was pretty awesome,
right?
She choreographed on her own, which is really cool.
So I hope that the Cramps get some recognition from the young generation. Go out there and check them out. There's some really good songs from that band. Really good group. Like I said, I wish if I had a Halloween party, a huge Halloween party with the band playing, I would have them play. And lastly, my heart is sad. Mm. Thank you, Justin Verlander. Thank you,
Verlander.
Thank you, Justin Verlander. Good luck to you in New York with the Mets. Man,
gonna need it.
A lot of memories. What a lot of great celebrating times with him as an Astro.
Yeah,
it was a little sad to see him go. But
I want to say this, folks. So y'all know, I mean, you know Joseph from this show, and he's kind of got that dark side to him. He likes metal. Obviously, he likes Christmas songs with a little more of the reflection and darker type of sound. You should have seen the smile on this fucker's face when the Astros won the World Series. He was jumping around and shaking hands and smoking. Like, you could have seen him do it. If he did a fucking cartwheel, I wouldn't have been surprised that night. So, there's different shades to this guy, different layers, like Shrek said, different layers to the onion, okay? So I want y'all to know that I've never seen this guy so fucking happy. That's because he was there when my kid was born. So what the fuck, Joseph?
Can I wrap this up? Speaking of wrapped, we haven't Christmas too. It goes along with it. We haven't done an episode since our Spotify Wrapped came out, and I was really happy, thankful. I want to say thankful for the numbers. I know we all are, and I won't mention everything. I don't want to bore people with stats, but 97 countries downloaded us.
Holy shit!
We were, a top 10 podcast for over 2,500 fans, and then the numbers go on and on. Just overwhelmed and thankful for people who take the time and whether you've played 5 minutes of us or if you've played 73 episodes. I mean, just thank you, because this is really, it's just humbling, but it's also like, wow, see, we're doing this and we're getting out there, and it's a very cool thing. And I just so happy about it.
Save it for the year-end wrap.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Though, man. It's pretty amazing numbers to see that stuff, and that's because we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on a few different
Google.
We're on Google Podcasts, which I think it's just amazing to have that many people just from Spotify, man. That many people listen to us from that many countries. Like, what the fuck are y'all drinking, dude? Why would y'all listen to us? But we're really, really thankful for y'all. Hopefully you all really connect with one of us or all three of us. Hopefully we remind you of your friends or your roommates or your cousins or your brothers or whomever, that, you kind of get that vibe, that backyard, have a drink, shoot the shit, and talk about pop culture, man. That's what we're really going for. And we really want to thank all our fans for that. Like, the numbers are amazing. Hopefully we can continue to do this for a long, long time, and, keep you all entertained while you're driving to work or, whatever it is that y'all doing.
Well put. Thank you guys so much. And that's our show, everyone. Listeners, we'd love to hear from you. Hit us up and let us know what your favorite all-time Christmas song is. Most importantly, let us know what you think about the show. You may reach us at formidableopponents@gmail.com, and you can follow us on all social media platforms by searching for Formidable Opponents. We want to thank Creative Little Pill for her great artwork. Please follow her on Instagram at Creative Little Pill. And please rate and review us on Apple and Spotify. And join us next episode as we debate worst Christmas movie character, if the fates allow. So for Bob and Joseph, this is Randall. We'll see y'all next week.
I feel my pecker tingling, balls are jingling too.
Jesus, Joseph. See, I told you he's not just dark, he's also perverted, folks. Good night, folks.
Good night.